Hello everyone, welcome to the Emma Phillips channel. Now if you're new to this channel, kindly press the subscribe button. Today we're going to talk about when you pray and your prayers are not answered by God. You find that God is silent. What is the reason for this? The first reason is sin. In order for you to understand this better, let us go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 1. Do not think that the Lord is too weak to save you or too deaf to hear you call for help. It is because of your sins that He doesn't hear you. It is your sins that separate you from God when you try to worship Him. What this chapter means is that here you are praying to God, asking you perhaps to give you a proper spouse for marriage, or that promotion at work, or even to improve your finances. And yet at the same time, you are breaking either one or all of God's commandments. You're either cheating, you're stealing, you're committing adultery, any one of the sins. You've committed a sin, but yet you still go to God and pray and expect God to answer your prayers. So what God has told the people of Israel through Prophet Isaiah is that God expects you to keep your side of the covenant. You obey His commandments, and when you call unto God, God will answer you. The second reason is your motives. What are your motives when you are praying to God? Could you be praying maybe to get a Mercedes, to get an upgrade? You know, God's priorities are different from our priorities. Let us go to Psalms chapter 139 to understand this better. Lord, you have examined me and you know me. You know everything I do. From far away, you understand all my thoughts. Even before I speak, you already know what I will say. Your knowledge of me is too deep. It is beyond my understanding. This is David. He was saying that God knows him even before he speaks. God knows what he's going to say, which means that even before you pray, God knows what you're about to say and what you're about to ask Him. So the question is, what are your motives when you pray? Are they aligned to God's will? Are they good motives, or are they selfish motives? Perhaps you want to buy that Mercedes so that you can compete with your neighbors? Or are you desperately in need? Let's say maybe you are in financial trouble. That one could be a genuine reason. So what you need to ask yourself is, what are your motives when praying, so that you can better understand why God is answering or not answering your prayer. So I want you to dwell on those two Bible verses, and that is our word for today, and I want you to dwell on that so that you may better understand next time as you go to pray. Align your prayer wishes and your prayer questions to God's will. Thank you so much. May God bless you all.